Oh, dear Lord.
How about this? All day people have been saying, why am I here for this panel? Well, thank you. I'm a big fan of the show. And a couple months back, I got to go and watch a taping of the show. I was invited to watch a taping, which was great. We then provided them with a giant heap of Hellboy merchandise, so from every angle in the comic book store you can catch sight of Hellboy. That was cool. But then the coolest thing ever, which I had no idea was coming, is that they wrote Hellboy for, you know, I think Jim asks for a copy, or somebody gives something away, or it's just, there's this moment where Hellboy gets mentioned by Jim. And that was really one of the coolest things, especially when you have a 15-year-old girl who's like, ah, Dad's cool for like 10 seconds because they mentioned him on Big Bang Theory. So the best I can tell is that's why I'm here. So I have to introduce everybody. First, creator and executive producer Chuck Lorre. Creator and executive producer Bill Brady. He plays Leonard Hofstetter, Johnny Galecki.
Are we going to launch to our feet when Jim Parsons comes out? I think we should. Okay, because I'm going to.
He plays Sheldon Cooper.
Are we going to do it after the set? Okay.
She plays girl next door, Penny, Kaylee Kulik. Howard Wolowitz, Simon Helberg.
He's so scruffy! They're so scruffy!
And Raj Kuthrapali, Kunar Nayar.
He's so cute! Oh, your glitter!
Now I want to turn the questions over to you guys as soon as possible.
Oh my God.
The one question I have, since so much of our cast here plays such convincing nerd, science fiction, science guys, how many of you guys were really into that stuff? And Kaylee, do you really know as little about that stuff as you convincingly play on television?
Yes.
Johnny.
Yes.
Because you played a comic book artist once upon a time.
I did a lot of sketching as a kid. ElfQuest was a big favorite of mine.
Yes. Don't pretend like you know what that is.
And I was a massive Star Wars fan. Still am.
Jim?
Yes, sir.
How about you?
I did the whole Star Wars thing as a kid, and that's really as far as I got into any of this, I think, except that I wanted to be a meteorologist for a little while, and that was as sciencey as I got.
I mean, have you done a lot of science? I mean, the science stuff you deliver in those gigantic long monologues is pretty amazing. Do you know what you're talking about?
Well, serious, only to the degree of why is Sheldon bringing this up? Why would he be bringing this up, you know, in part of the conversation? But it doesn't take very long to look at that science stuff to realize that you don't have the mental capacity to get it. I mean, and I don't mean that I'm stupid, I literally mean that it's a very, very specialized brain that's doing all that, and only drives home the point of how special these minds are that we're playing. So, short answer, no, I really don't. I have a very base knowledge to get through the scene. Kaylee?
No. You know, I wasn't into all this stuff, but I have to say, last year being the first time I was at Comic-Con, all of us, you all opened me to a whole new world. Yes. And I really appreciate it.
What does that mean?
It means that this is a whole, I mean, now I know a little bit more about this stuff. It's not on you, so no. Simon?
Well, for me, it's a huge stretch to play a nerd. Kind of a role of a lifetime, actually. And I was really into... Can you tell? I'm moist. You gotta be careful yelling out moist. I was into Star Wars, and I carried around a little, I guess, Luke Skywalker toy that I called my man, and I once cried because I left my man in the car. My man, I called him my man. M-A-N.
M-A-N?
Yeah, so never leave your man in the car because tears will ensue.
I think that's what the Marines say, isn't it? That's what those Marine...
Yeah, or at least crack the windows, I guess.
Yeah, I really like Star Wars. I had a Millennium Falcon while growing up, which was pretty cool. I actually recently saw someone's Mazda Miata with a little R2-D2 that they had built in the trunk, which I thought was pretty cool. I guess never gonna get any girls, but that's cool. I grew up playing badminton, I guess that's pretty nerdy. So, someone plays badminton, awesome. Cool.
For those of you guys that are fans of the stuff, has any of that worked into the show? Have you guys been able to bring in some of the stuff that you wanted to reference or mention, or